darling, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ubi Ogulu for those of you who are new here, and if you are a returning subscriber, a special shout out to you. Today's video I'm going to be doing a transformation of my kitchen. I am bored of it. It is rank to me and I just want something different. I went on SHEIN and I saw that they had the stuff that I needed to do the transformation, and I decided now is the time. So this is not the first time I've done a little bit of work in the kitchen. So the countertops in the kitchen are because of me. Like the one that was here, well, the one that is underneath it. Oh my gosh, it looks so awful. The tap, I already had that changed because the old tap was really old. Like when the handyman took it out, like even before he took it out, just looking underneath the sink and looking at the tap stuff, you could see it's old, rank, rusted, and it needed to go. I'm basically gonna try and DIY all of this today because I do not like to carry things over to the next day. Like I'd rather push through and get it done in one day than have to wake up tomorrow and know that I still have to tackle this kitchen. So let's get into it. I'm gonna get a chair because I'm not tall enough to be taking this thing down without standing on a chair. I'm gonna get some tools and go get started. I don't know why I'm excited because this thing's gonna stress me. I might even break a nail in the process. Oh, I don't know, whatever. Let's get into it. So I am thinking I'm going to start with the hardest part, which I believe will be the cupboard doors, because I'm going to take them off, remove the handles, clean them, and then put the covers on top of them. So I feel like that's going to take much longer. What I'm going to do first though is take all the stuff out of the kitchen, because I'm going to use this space and do everything in the kitchen, so I don't have to like go out and come back in, go out and come back in, because my kitchen has a door, so it's not like an open plan sort of situation with the living room. But yeah, that's basically gonna be what this video is about. So if you guys want to see the transformation, if you want to see me how to work, changing my kitchen, then keep watching this video, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Please listen to me when I tell you to use exact measurements. Take your time and actually take the measurements before you cut the contact paper and stick it on, because you don't want to overlap the contact paper. I ended up overlapping the contact paper here, and I discovered that the contact paper was very much see-through, so it looked really unappealing, and I had to redo this cupboard door. So take your time, do the measurements, and then cut the contact paper before you go ahead and stick it down, because it'll save you so much more time further down the line and you don't have to redo it. If you intend on doing this process yourself, you're going to need the wrapping toolkit. The one I got is from Amazon, and I will link it in my storefront, but it comes with a scraper and a trimmer. You need this because it helps you to cut the contact paper exactly where you want it to be cut, and to also scrape the paper down so it lays flat and there are no air bubbles. My tip that I would also recommend is to not be like me. Do the ridges in small sections, because if you try to do it all in one, it's not going to stick down properly and you will clearly see the air bubbles, and nobody wants that. So over here you can see that I am doing the ridge on its own. The other side just looked awful when I tried to do it all in one big piece, as you can see on the opposite side. So if your cupboard doors has ridges on it, definitely try to do the ridges individually, because it makes it so much easier and it looks better if you do it this way. Over here you can see what I mean when I say do not overlap the contact paper, because you can see the one side is different from the other side, like the shades are not the same, so you want to try as best as possible to not overlap the contact paper. This was a learning curve. So when I did the second cupboard door, I switched up my technique. I started by covering the corners of the ridges and then putting the centerpiece down before covering the side of the ridge and then going over the last bit of the cupboards on the left and on the right side, and that worked perfectly, and it reduced the amount of overlap that I had with applying the contact paper, and everything went on a lot smoother. Once I was done with the cupboard doors, I then moved on to the kitchen countertop. I first stripped off the contact paper that I put on there previously, and it was relatively easy to do. I used the trimming tool to pick up the edges where they were really stuck down, and then I just ripped it off. It did leave behind some sticky residue, but because I was putting on new contact paper, I did not clean that off entirely. But if you're taking off contact paper and there's any sticky residue left behind, you can get an adhesive remover and that will get it all off. I did use some Flash to clean the countertop and to clean the walls, just to prep them ahead of sticking down the new contact paper, as well as sticking down the covers that I put on the walls. For the countertop, what I did was to measure out each section and then cut the contact paper to fit that section, stick the contact paper down, and then move on to the next section. This way I was ensuring that I reduced the wastage of the contact paper, because I only ordered the exact amount for the countertop and I didn't order any extras. The kitchen wall was most definitely the easiest part of this entire kitchen renovation. The pieces that I ordered to go onto the wall were sized almost perfectly for the dimensions of my kitchen wall. So it was relatively straightforward to measure them out and then stick them down. This is what the kitchen looked like once I was done with the entire renovation. Let me know if you like it, but I think the kitchen looks so much brighter and so much more modern now than it looked before.
It is currently 20 minutes to 1 in the morning and I finished with the kitchen. There was no way I was going to go to bed and still have to wake up and do this, because it was hectic, especially because I was doing it by myself. I feel like if I had help from other people or from someone else, even just one other person, it would have gone so much faster. But this is it. This is the kitchen. We are in our black and white kitchen era and I'm super excited about it. This looks so much better than what it looked like before. Like, yeah, I'm so happy. I'm gonna just pop all my appliances back into the kitchen and it's gonna have like a pop of pink, which is gonna be super cute. I will show you guys. So this is my kitchen. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Pretty much majority of my appliances are pink. Yeah. My rice cooker, toaster, kettle, coffee machine, pink. And then the others are black. But yeah, in total I think I spent like €150 for everything, because I bought like organization stuff as well. So like this for my dishwashing liquid. Then I've got these two for my sponges, because I like to keep 2 sponges in the kitchen at a time. I also got another thing that I haven't put up, which is this. It's meant to stick up somewhere for my paper towel, because I actually wanted hanging up as opposed to just being on the table, because there's really not a lot of table space. But yeah, I spent about 150 quid doing this, minus this from the tap, which is from Amazon. Like, I'm not even gonna include that in the price of everything. But you can get a faucet on SHEIN, like black ones. When I was looking, I searched for a tap. And it wasn't coming up when you search for tap, but if you type in faucet, it's gonna come up. So it was only after I'd ordered the one from Amazon and had it installed that I saw that they have it on SHEIN as well. But the price was pretty much the same thing, so it's not like you would have been saving anything. So, you know, you might as well get it on Amazon, because Amazon arrived in like 2 days. But yeah, that is it for my kitchen renovation. I'm so excited. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm super excited. I haven't eaten today, so I'm gonna go do that right now. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next upload. Love you. Bye.